Hey, hi, ho, he, ha. Good evening from London, England. Or should I say good morning, good afternoon, or in some cases, good night and rest well from your host, your guy himself, from the one and only and truly DLG. There it is. DLG repping. That's Delair London Gooner, space, Romeo Echo, Papa, Indigo November. And welcome again. As always, 24 hours before Arsenal's next game, I'll do my match preview of us against Watford. And it's Claudio Ranieri, who's the manager of Watford. He's basically just taken over from Nuno Cisco, who was sacked some weeks ago. Just bear with me. Yeah, he was sacked some weeks ago. And Claudio Ranieri got appointed. Excuse me. Yeah, he got appointed more than 3 weeks now. His first game was a heavy defeat by Liverpool, and I think Jermaine Janus or one of the analysts said that it's as if Watford were waiting to get autographs from the Liverpool players because that performance was so shockingly abysmal. However, the next game they put in an excellent performance, one of their best performance of the season by spanking Everton 5-2. Josh King getting a hat-trick. And for me, he's going to be watched. He's got to be watched and looked after very carefully because he's obviously their danger man under Ranieri. And the other guy we need to keep an eye out for is Emmanuel Dennis. He's enjoying life in the Premier League, scored more than a couple of goals. And there's a Colombian winger, I've forgotten his name. I think he goes by Yinos, can't even pronounce his name, but he is a good little player. So they've got some tricky little players from an offensive point of view. And Claudio Ranieri won't come to the Emirates and sit back and just depend on the counter-attack. He will get his boys to play. That's one thing about Watford. On top of that, they're a decent attacking team. They will have a go if they can. And one thing Claudio Ranieri will command is he'll command them to play their football without fear. But for the Arsenal, it's been a fabulous couple of weeks, back-to-back wins, a massive performance against Leicester, and Aaron Ramsdale. Not only he gets a 10 out of 10 for me in my last ratings, but he got an England call-up. So congratulations to you, Aaron Ramsdale, on your England call-up. Commiserations to Ben White and Emmanuel Smith-Rowe. You've been pushing all along, and all you can do is just focus on the Arsenal. When you get your first team appearances for the Arsenal, take it with both hands and put in the best performances that you can produce. Southgate is watching, so all is not lost there. So on top of that, it's been like I said, it's been a nice couple of weeks. I've been pleased with Arsenal's progress, steady progress in terms of climbing up the ladder in the league table. I think we're currently sitting 7th at the moment because the last time I checked, Brighton and Newcastle are at 1 apiece. But if you've got any updates to the scoreline, you can drop it in the comment section below. And speaking of which, positive feedback in my comment section below. Make sure you leave your views and your opinions about my team selection. Make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, Do share this channel virally all over the world, and especially to your friends and your relatives. And do me a favor, encourage your friends and relatives to share it amongst their friends and relatives. Also, don't just like, comment, and share. Please help me to reach at least over 200 subscribers by subscribing to my channel. And speaking of which, Massive shout out to Taiwo Omosori, if I've pronounced that in the fluent Nigerian way. Shout out to you for showing me love and appreciation and the support, man. Always appreciated by me. DLG repping. I shouted you out because you subscribed to the channel, and I say a massive thank you to you. So this is what happens when I get a new subscriber. I shout them out, and another subscriber as well. I don't know whether you're he or she, where you're from, etc. But massive shout out to you too. So there's 2 new subscribers. Let's keep this channel pushing and growing to the length that I crave for. It's what I do, and I'm here to stay. Otherwise, let's get into the Arsenal v Watford starting 11 that I would go with personally. You know, you already know who's in goal. Aaron Ramsell. What a performance! What a world-class display from this goalkeeper. He can be world-class, and I don't see why he can't be one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not the best, because he's got the potential to be the best or amongst the best. Either way, that performance and the display at Leicester, my word, the neutrals took a seat. They sat up and took big notes. Gareth Southgate, you better be watching, and you better put some respect on the guy's name. He's our number 1 goalkeeper right now, and for me, he starts. Right, the back 4. Takahiro Tomiyasu. He's been superb since the Palace game. He's more involved from an offensive point of view. He's getting forward, producing crosses, which I saw him do last week Saturday, where he produced a nice low cross, only for a Lacazette and Aubameyang not to get to the front post and gamble. But there you go. He's producing crosses that I would expect to see of him. And for me, defensively, he is as quality as they come from a solid point of view. I mean, this is a man who had Son in his pocket, completely dominated Son in that North London derby, because he would never allow them to do anything. So Japan 1, South Korea 0. Anyway, Takahiro Tomiyasu, he starts at right back. Right, the centre-half pairing, Ben White. He's just going to get better and better, and I can see it in the way that he reads the game. He's winning headers, driving with the ball. He is exceptional. He's like a midfield player when he's actually running with the ball, literally. And he's looking for the killer pass or some sort of some sort. He runs with the ball with the confidence to do so. And if he can find even a killer pass or an Arsenal colleague, he finds that person. And one thing for me is he's not shy of getting a tackle in as well and getting stuck in. That's what you expect from a centre-half. His partner is, for me, the leader of the back 4 and our best centre-half at the club. And for me, definitely one of the best centre-halves in the English Premier League right now. Top 5, definitely. He's in that conversation. Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis. Yes, I said it, and I'm going to repeat it one more time. Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis. If there's any Brazilians watching back in Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, give me my marks on how I pronounced his name. I think I've done it okay. He starts alongside Ben White. My left back, as much as I love Tierney, the Scottish warrior that he is, Nuno Tavares has won me over, and for me, I'll start him in this game. He's got powerful speed that I can't explain. I mean, defensively, he seems to read the danger pretty well. And offensively, a bundle of talent. This guy is class. When he is coached properly, and when he becomes more aware of what he needs to do on the ball as well as off the ball, we have our top class left back in our hands for years to come. For me, he starts this game. Right, the two in the midfield, Thomas Partey, our midfield body destroyer. This guy will continue to show the form that he did while at Atletico Madrid, and his performance against Leicester, helping Ramsell clear off the line so that Vardy doesn't get to sneak a goal. Immense. And for me, excellent with his distribution of the ball. And he commands respect as well from his teammates. So Partey starts. Alongside him, Albert Omboyo Sambi Lokonga. For me, his distribution of the ball, very good. Very impressed with his confidence and his ability on and off the ball. He's prepared to get stuck in where it hurts. He's not afraid to take responsibility when receiving the ball from defence to start up an attack. And he likes a forward pass. And that is something that really impresses me about Albert Mboya Sambi Lokonga. Plus, he's a future captain as well for the Arsenal. And if Kompany says what he has said about him, then who are we to argue with Vinny Kompany? Right, because he's got more Premier League winners medal than the whole entire squad. Fact. Partey and Lokonga will sit in front of the defence. The three players that will perform in front of them, well, Emmanuel Smith-Rowe starts on the left-hand side of the attack. He has been absolutely phenomenal. His form is splendid. How he did not get into the England squad is beyond me. But hey, I'm not going to be biased about it. I'm going to have a look at the England squad. Or if you want to show me the England squad, leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll have a shout. Well, not a shout, but I'll have a discussion with you guys, as long as you're respectful. But for me, Emil Smith-Rowe will start on the left. On the right, Bukayo Saka. My word. He performed as well as he did in the first half against Leicester, as well as his teammates. But for me, he faded in the second half, and you could see that he needed to come off in that game. But for me, when he's on song, you know he's on song. The only thing that I criticise him for is not being ruthless enough in front of goal. Now, this guy is capable of getting me between 15 to 20 goals from his position. And this is my criticism. The reason why he's not at that stage to get that, he's not at that level to get them goals, is because he's just not ruthless enough. And he is guilty of missing gilt edge chances time and time again. But what a footballer. What a sensational footballer. You know, from the age of 18, he's been doing it for the Arsenal. So let's put some respect on his name. I'll continue to start him. In the middle, Alexander Lacazette. I want him playing behind his best friend. And you know who that is. What Troops would say is, like our blood clot set. Massive shout out to yourselves, Troops, while you're sorting out your wedding here in London, England. But for me, Alexander Lacazette, he's got to start. I mean, the partnership and the understanding he has with Aubameyang, again, it's one for the treats, and it's a sensational treat. When I look at the number 9 role, I'll place Aubameyang in that situation. For me, he is still dangerous, and if he gets 3 opportunities, he's going to put the ball into the back of the net with one of them. If 1 out of 2, if I'm being 1 out of the 3 chances he gets, he will put the ball into the back of the net. The other 2, he may just miss them, but if he's having a great day, he'll score a hat-trick. Aubameyang, because I believe he's still dangerous, and he is working harder than ever before since he signed for the Arsenal. So off the ball, he is performing in terms of his work rate. On the ball, I want to see him get onto the score sheet as regular as possible. So that's my formation sorted out. I think it's a 4-2-3-1 that will turn into a 4-4-1-1. Make that one out, hey? Right, the substitution bench. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Bird Leno, he starts on the bench for me. He's just got to show the gaffer what he is really all about and why he should get back his number one jersey. Until then, he's on the bench. Substitute number 2, Cedric Suarez. He had a good game against Leeds. He's done himself no harm in not getting into the squad. And he's a good professional footballer as well as a person. And for me, he's a decent Premier League right back with vast experience. Substitute number 3, Kellum Chambers. Now, this is a versatile centre-half who has played at right back as well as the midfield. And for me, he's got the experience now at the age that he is at. And for me, I would definitely always have him on the bench. I have no qualms about Kellum Chambers. Substitute number 4, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Another one who's versatile, wants to play in midfield. He is a midfielder by trade, but he can operate as left back or as a right back. For me, I haven't seen enough for him to get into the first team. Substitute number 5, this is a tough one, Kieran Tierney. If he's fit, then unfortunately I can't drop another player, for the simple fact is that he's playing well, and the player that is in his place, he is performing wonders at the moment. So Kieran Tierney on the bench. Substitute number 6. Have I thought about this? Yes, substitute number 6, Martin Odegaard. He's not had the best of times of recently, and that's understandably so. However, if he can find that splendid form from last season, tail end of the year, then we know that we can get a special player out of him, because I believe he's a special player and a class talent. However, he starts on the bench. Number 6 would be, substitute number 7 would be Pepe, Nicolas Pepe. For the simple fact is, he's a guy that has not shown any consistency in his game, and the expectation has not been. You know what? It's not the expectation that kills me. What kills me about Nicolas Pepe is it's more of his consistency, and he has not produced consistent performances since his 72 million signing. But nevertheless, there is a talented footballer in him. Substitute number 8, Gabriel Martinelli, without a shadow of a doubt. For me, he's probably unlucky not to get into the team. The last game, it wasn't the best of games for him, but he did work hard, tirelessly hard. However, I feel that he's going to have to take a place on the bench, and hopefully if he comes on to make an impact, then you want him on with 25 odd minutes to go. Substitute number 9, I'll still have following Balogun ahead of Nketiah. So Balogun on the bench for me. Talent is there. The potential is so highly there as well. And I hope he can break through and get into the first team. Maybe come on as a substitution, and offer us something different, which he does. However, that concludes my starting lineups, 9 substitutions, and the formation. So until next time, I'm going to talk to you all again. So allow me to end it here by saying, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. Also, as I always say, saving the best to last, thank you all for putting up with me, as you always do. I'll be back, hopefully, if not tonight, I won't be tonight. It'll be tomorrow. I'll be back live and direct at the Emirates tomorrow, so watch out for that. Until then, I'm out of here, and I hope you all have a nice evening and a pleasant evening as well. So be good to your friends, be good to your family, be good to yourselves. Stay safe. Peace, love, and bless again, as I always say. Until next time, DLG Repping will talk to you again. Just please be nice. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be nice.